Welcome back to BeerCorner USA's Beers of the Week. I am Aaron Bush, the manager of Beertopia.
And I'm Chris Bettini, one of the bartenders down here on BeerCorner USA, Crescent Moon, Huber House, and Max and Joe's. Each week we're going to come to you with several beers, about 4 of them to be exact, that are either fan favorites, bar favorites, or maybe something new and special that's just come down here on BeerCorner USA. Review those and hopefully get you enticed to want to drink them.
This beer we're going to taste here is Boulevard Brewing Company's Unfiltered Wheat. The brewery was founded in 1989. This is the largest specialty brewery in the Midwest. This is their best-selling beer, and we sell a ton of this at the bar. Crazy ton of it. Right. And the first beer we're doing tonight is from Boulevard Brewing Company, founded in 1989. This is the Boulevard Unfiltered Wheat. This is a gold medal winner at the GABF. As you can see, I like a lemon with mine. Chris likes his naked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Just give it to me naked.
Right, exactly. 4.4% ABV, unfiltered, so it's cloudy.
Now, an American wheat's different than from a German Hefeweizen or a Belgian wheat.
Right.
You don't have all that clovey aroma coming off of it.
Right.
Slightly citrusy in the smell, but yet very smooth and easy to drink.
But wheat is a bit of a tang to it, naturally.
This is actually the best-selling craft beer in the Midwest.
Absolutely.
You will find Boulevard Wheat everywhere.
Almost everywhere.
From pretty much Kansas City to Minnesota and some points in between. In that flood zone. Great flood of 2011.
Lots of it at the Crescent Moon, that's for sure. Next beer we're going to be tasting is Sierra Nevada Brewing Company's Pale Ale. This is the flagship Pale Ale. The brewery's founded in 1979 in Chico, California. This is their flagship beer and, frankly, the flagship American Pale Ale.
Our next beer we're going to do is Sierra Nevada Brewing Company's Pale Ale. Now, Sierra Nevada was founded in 1979, and this is their most popular selling beer.
Definitely.
It's an American interpretation of a classic lager style, and at 5.6% ABV, it's not too shabby either.
Right. This beer, like Chris said, in 1979, Ken Grossman, similar to Fritz Maytag with the Anchor Brewing Company, really started the craft beer revolution.
I love the aroma.
These guys, yeah, these Cascade hops are amazing. These gentlemen, we really need to thank them for our jobs, basically. Great guys.
Thanks, Ken.
Absolutely, thanks, Ken. Thanks for the innovation. Thanks for the foresight. Your beers are amazing. And this one is no exception. Always in my refrigerator at home. Well, you know, going back to the hop thing, you know, Sierra's known for whole cone hops. Whole cone hops will add a nice earthy tone, fresh, in your face, and we'll be reviewing more Sierra Nevada beers down the road come holiday seasonal time. They make some really fantastic stuff. So
there's really nothing Sierra Nevada does that isn't a good beer.
Damn, I don't
think there is.
I don't even want to think about it because I enjoy their beers too many times.
Always on tap at the Crescent Moon.
Always.
You can find a Sierra Nevada when there's something you're not sure quite what you want.
Right.
You know, we don't do any domestics like we said with Boulevard. These are beers that are going to be something that you can walk in. If you haven't had time to look at our ever-changing beer menu, you know you can order something that at least will get you started while you're reading through the list. So if you want a pale ale, you want something with a little hops, you want something with a little boldness to it, this is the beer for you to start with.
Guaranteed to be on tap here at the Moon.
Always. Cheers, Aaron.
Thank you again, Ken.
Our next beer is Hopluia from Spilker Ales in Cortland, Nebraska. This is founded in 1996. ABV is a secret Nebraska brewer's tradition. They won't tell us, I guess that means. And they still use a mill from the family in the 1920s and only use drum-roasted caramel malts.
All right, here we go. Hopluia, Spilker Ales out of Cortland, Nebraska. This beer is somewhat of a mystery. The use of English hops, Fuggles, Willamette, make this kind of a quasi-IPA, maybe a red English.
It is the gospel.
The gospel of hops. This is true. This is true. Sam, Mr. Spilker down there, does a great beer. Just the one beer, which is pretty interesting, but man, he pumps a lot of beer out. Again, amber. Great color, wonderful color, lots of bodacious use of crystal malts. Ooh.
I don't get as much on the aroma.
Yeah, but I get something I can't pinpoint it.
Very nice.
It is good.
It's very smooth, very easy to drink. It's got a nice, smooth It doesn't bite real hard.
No.
I would say, as far as the other beers we've reviewed tonight, it's not as hoppy as the Sierra Nevada.
The Sierra Nevada, but very earthy hoppy though.
Yes, and it is referred to as an American pale ale.
Right. Speaking with some of the brewery guys down there, the brewer himself, it's somewhat brewed in the English tradition with some of the English malts that he uses.
Very much so.
So the crystal malts kind of shine, breadiness, maybe a dark toastedness, but the hops balance that out pretty well.
I really like the very low mouthfeel on this beer.
Yeah, right. I can see that.
It's very drinkable. This is a session beer. You can easily drink this beer.
Yeah, we could get in some trouble with this one, and I think I have in the past.
Our next beer is Pilsner Urquell from Pilsen, Czech Republic. This brewery was founded in 1842 and is the world's very first Pilsner. This is the beer that has made the beer glass famous. Right. This is the beer that has made light-colored beer what it is today. Until this beer was brewed, beer was dark and drank out of a pot, if you will. Yep. Something you couldn't see it with. But when Joseph Grohl decided to first brew a beer using a light hop, a light malt, and decided how to brew a beer, the Pilsner was invented. So, for that alone, this beer has a reason why it is always on tap in the Crescent Moon. It is the quintessential light color golden beer.
Golden beer. Brewed with Sod's hops, very earthy, a bit spicy. Moravian and the Bohemian malts are all actually floor malted at the brewery. So it's a very interesting thing. They take care of their own, if you will. 5.1%, it is fantastic. This is the beer. This honestly was probably my gateway beer. Thanksgiving, about 13 years ago, my brother said, buy some beer for Thanksgiving. This is what I bought, and it's been uphill ever since.
I like about this beer is that while it is still a very light-colored beer and a very smooth, easy-drinking beer, there's enough hop that starts to protrude on this beer. This isn't it's a lager, but it's not a lager in the sense that it is completely smooth,
bland
to the taste palate. Yes.
No, this isn't bland.
There's a slight bitterness that comes from this beer.
Yeah. It has some judicious use of those Saz hops. Low alpha acid, not super bitter. But great flavor, great aroma. Well, thanks for joining us again for BeerCorner USA's Beers of the Week. As Chris drinks more beer. And don't forget to always check us out on Facebook. Yep. We've got pages for all 3 bars as well as Beertopia. And go to our website, BeerCornerUSA.com, and keep up to everything that's going on down here. Sign up for our weekly e-newsletter, and here's drinking for you. Cheers. Cheers.